Welcome to another special Hornbill TV explainer, ladies and gentlemen. The conflict between elephants and humans continues to be a worry for northeastern Indian people, especially those in the rural and forested areas, and of course for the government. Reports of elephants entering populated areas or agricultural fields, destroying plantations, and of course causing death and destruction on the population have become extremely common. Wokha district in Nagaland reportedly has the highest population of wild elephants. The areas bordering Assam, such as Mandari and Merapani areas, are where most of the elephants reportedly live in high concentrations. By recent counts, about 8 people have been killed by elephants, while 12 elephants have been killed in the recent past in Wokha district. I think Chunky village in Mawakchung district have also reported a death caused by elephants. In August 2023, elephants reportedly killed a person while also injuring another on August 26 in Chunky village. Reports say that village authorities had dispatched a team of 5 individuals to check in on the situation there when the reports were received. The individuals reportedly encountered the elephants during their trying to get stock of the situation there in the area when it was reported. The critically injured person had to be transported to Dimapur for medical attention. Tragically, one of them was killed. The deceased person was identified as one Wadang Lemba, reportedly a member of the Chunky village council. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in nearby Assam, elephants foraging or entering populated areas have often resulted in instances of destruction. Elephants have reportedly killed 4 persons at an area under Boajan police station in Garbianglong district of Assam on Thursday afternoon. We received the reports only today. The incident reportedly happened at about 2 p.m. on November 23rd. Now, 2 of the victims, tragically, were infants, ladies and gentlemen. One of them was a 4-year-old and the second one was just 2 years old. Reports citing the accounts of eyewitnesses say there were 2 wild elephants in that area during the time. One of the animals suddenly attacked the persons. Now, the individuals were said to have been on their way home from working at a citronella field there. The deceased persons have been identified as one Rebecca Kirkata, 28 years, Kaniya Traya, 50 years, Jesoya Kirkata, 4 years, and Augustine Kormorkar, 2 years. Now, the Assam Police Forest personnel recovered the bodies of the 4 victims. The bodies were taken to Dipu Medical College and Hospital for autopsy. Now, we keep having a lot of reports about elephants and human conflicts, and these often involve destruction of agricultural produce, crops, and of course human lives in most cases. What are the causes behind this conflict, ladies and gentlemen? The perilous intersection of elephants and humans has emerged as one of the most serious threats to both the ongoing survival of elephants and to the rural agricultural capital of people besides human lives for people in the areas where the elephants frequent. This is one of the commonest forestry and environmental challenges in most Asian communities today. Research conducted in both Asia and Africa has pinpointed crop raiding as a primary manifestation of this conflict. Now, this may point to the urgent need for effective solutions to mitigate the impact of both species, humans and animals. That is, the survival of elephants is under severe threat, yes, due to the escalating issue of elephant-human conflict. And this is a critical concern in both Asia and Africa. It looks like that a stage for a confrontation has been set, considering that rapid urbanization means the animals are losing their natural habitat. On the other hand, people expanding their agricultural activities and introducing developmental elements into the animals' habitats mean they have to face the elephants. And these, ladies and gentlemen, often end in extremely tragic circumstances, just as it was for that family in Assam, the 4 of them who were killed. Now, it would be easy to dismiss the case as a simple matter of whose life and whose interest is more important and significant, the animals or humans. I think that is being too easy. It is far more complicated than that, actually. Now, in that case, our flora and fauna, if we say that human life is more important, of course, human life is important. I'm just saying, giving a comparison in that regard. If in that case, animal life is not important, that it would mean that our flora and fauna would suffer. That the imperative to conserve wildlife cannot do without taking into account the economic and livelihood interests of people, and of course, protection of human life into account. So, what are the reasons for the elephant and human conflict? I believe that understanding the reasons why elephants enter into human populated areas or why humans retaliate often in violent ways would offer, I think, some insights into the possible solutions to resolving the issue, ladies and gentlemen. Now, one of the most common reasons why elephants and humans engage in conflict often is this: habitat loss and fragmentation. The catalysts of conflict at the heart of the elephant-human conflict are 2 challenges of habitat loss and fragmentation. The intersection of elephants and humans invariably leads to conflict arising from cooperating, causing injuries and fatalities to humans caused by elephants. Additionally, elephants face dangers too, as humans engage violent measures and they take violent steps to ward off the animals away from their homes, from their fields. Now, the animals are often killed or injured by humans too. This is unlike the case in Africa, where animals are often killed for ivory, basically. For the Asian case, though, it is not necessarily always for ivory, as poachers would comparatively, but most times it's humans trying to stand their ground when elephants damage their crops or habitations or their fields, or they come closer to their villages or populated areas. So, economic toll of human and animal conflict is often far more on the side where it cannot be calculated. So, in their quest for sustenance, they inflict substantial economic damage ranging from a few $1,000s to millions. Disturbingly, the statistics reveal an alarming toll, ladies and gentlemen, with an average of about 100 human lives lost annually, escalating to several hundreds in certain years. In fact, in December 2022, the Union Environment Ministry told the Lok Sabha that India has lost 494 elephants to train accidents, electrocution, poaching and poisoning over the past 5 years. These are all the reasons. Now, this highlights the challenges undermining elephant conservation efforts. There is another reason, that is retaliation, a grim consequence encounters between humans and elephants, and that often sows seeds of resentment within the human population, leading to the perception of elephants as nuisance, as pets, something that is an annoyance that has to be removed, that has to be eliminated. Now, a harrowing illustration of this phenomenon occurred in 2001 when about reportedly 60 elephants were discovered dead in retaliation by people in Northeast India and Sumatra too. So, it seems some of them were poisoned by, most of them were poisoned by plantation workers. These incidents underscore the lethal consequences of unchecked conflicts between humans and animals, ladies and gentlemen. Now, a dual toll. A toll exacted by human-animal conflicts extends beyond immediate casualties, ladies and gentlemen. These casualties impact both human lives and property, as well as posing a significant threat to elephant populations and people in the rural areas, the areas where elephants frequent. Now, diverse habitats, divergent challenges in regard to elephants, especially in Asia, which have to navigate a diverse array of habitats and landscapes across the continent. The challenges for the animals are also a lot. These include expansive contiguous areas surrounded by crop fields, highly degraded zones with agricultural encroachments, and fragmented landscapes featuring crop fields, plantations, and forest patches. So now, the intricate patterns of crop raiding and the immediate motivations driving elephants to raid crops are multifaceted. They are not single, they are multifaceted. It is said that while elephants may show a preference for certain produce, certain crops, due to their higher nutritive content and palatability compared to wild forage. However, recent studies focusing on Asian elephants residing in compact habitats reveal that not all individuals participate in crop raiding, not all of the elephants. Conversely, in highly fragmented landscapes, the entire elephant population may become embroiled in conflicts with humans. Now, the ramifications of elephant-human conflict extend beyond the visible clashes between humans and elephants, such as in the rural places where villagers have to confront with elephants, and elephants wander into areas where the villagers have planted plantations or are growing crops there. Elephants bear indirect costs, including habitat degradation and the loss of crucial food plants. These indirect consequences emphasize the need for comprehensive solutions that not only address immediate conflicts, but also consider the broader ecological impact on elephant habitats. Now, the intricate web of elephant-human conflict demands a multifaceted approach for sustainable coexistence. This means both the interests, so to say, of the elephants and the safety of the people and security of their livelihoods are also maintained. Initiatives that consider the complexities of diverse habitats, acknowledge the nuanced reasons behind crop raiding by the elephants, and addressing the ripple effects of indirect costs are crucial. As states such as Assam and Nagaland grapple with the pressing need for conservation, it is also imperative to recognize the urgency of working on both economic and conservation policies to mitigate the elephant-human conflict for the long-term survival of both the species. We'll be talking about more on this later on. Thank you for watching Hornbill TV, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Alan Willie. See you next time.